Hi, my name is Toni Wilson. I use she, her pronouns. And I first came to know GGE when I was 18 years old. For context, I'm currently 28, so it's been a smooth decade. I was 18 years old. I was an undergrad at SUNY Purchase, and I was a sociology and women's studies double major. And I was looking into internships. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, where GGE is currently based. And so I was upstate in New York at Purchase, New York. And I told my advisor, I was like going through where I could intern. And I saw Girls from Your Equity pop up. And I was like, wow, they're doing work with young people about survivorship, gender-based violence. They're doing work with Black girls. And I was like really interested. So I went to her, but she told me I couldn't intern there because at the time it was like considered too far for me to intern in terms of like travel and things like that. So it was a no. But ever since then, I was like, I need to find my way to GGE. Fast forward to when I went to grad school, I went to social work school, I went to Hunter, and I went back to my advisor for my second year placement, and I said, all right, I need to get in where I fit in. I like put the paper on her desk. I said, her name is Joanne Smith, call her. I don't know who she is, but I'm sure she'll love me. And I started my journey with GGE August of 2017. I would say my biggest lesson I have taken away from GGE, or one of them, has been to not be ashamed to center myself in my work, but also to center people who look like me in my work. I started organizing, I would say, when I was about 16 years old, but I got really, really seriously into organizing when I was in college. And I was, you know, me and my friends were processing the murders of Trayvon Martin, Rekia Boyd, and all the things that were happening at the time, and our administration's response to it, which was null and void, essentially. So my organizing really like spearheaded when I was in college. At a predominantly white school, people were telling me, oh, you're too loud, you're too Black, you're just too much. And I came to GGE and I was really scared because I didn't know if I would find a workplace that would accept me in my boldness, in my authenticity, and in my truth. And I think that's where I found that here. So the lesson I learned from GGE is that there are places and spaces that are open to me if I allow myself to be open to them and allow them to also find me. And I would say one of my biggest lessons from Joanne has been to dream big, that there's no dream that is out of reach for Black girls, for Black women, and to also know that I am enough. And I think a phrase that she says that really stuck with me, that still sticks with me, is that we come to the work because we are the work. And every young person who I have ever helped to support at GGE, I've seen myself in them. I would say one time I saw a young person come into their power at GGE, or just step into their light and their selves at GGE, was my very first year as staff. So I was managing YWAC, and this was one of our bigger events. And we were doing the Schoolgirls Deserve campaign at City Council. So we were on the steps of City Hall. And one of our young people, Amaya, she was running late. So the City Council hearings, like on the steps, probably supposed to say started at maybe like 10 a.m., but it was now maybe like almost 10:30. And folks are speaking, other young people were speaking, and she showed up. She like just dropped her book bag on like the middle of the concrete, took out her script for her testimony, dabbed her forehead, and just went straight on the steps, gave her speech, didn't miss a beat, didn't miss a breath, said it with so much conviction, talked about school harassment, gender-based violence in school, removing police officers from school, and the sexual misconduct that they enact on young people. And it was a beautiful moment. And then after she finished, she stepped down and she was like, how'd I do? Picked up her book bag and was like, okay, I'm gonna go to school. And that was it. And I was like, wow, young people are so powerful and they handle so much. So yeah, that was definitely a moment that sticks out to me, always. To see GGE celebrate 20 years as a Black feminist-led organization, as a Black woman-led organization, I think is so rare. And it's so rare, it's so sad that it's rare, but it's also beautiful and powerful. I was here for the 15th anniversary. So I was at the gala dancing with Joanne. If you look at the videos on YouTube, I have a burgundy, she has on burgundy, and we were like twinning, but it was not planned. So to be here in this moment celebrating with this organization, I think is miraculous. I think it stands the test of time. And I would also say that the proof is in the pudding. I think the reason why we're here for 20 years is because we do the work with such conviction, we do it with such truth, and young people, the spaces that we cultivate for young people, they want to be here. As someone who's done youth work since I was 16, so a long time, young people don't come to places where they don't feel welcomed. They don't spend time in places where they feel people aren't invested in them, and they are for sure not sitting down to learn about the ways the world is jacked up and influencing their day-to-day lives if they don't trust that you're gonna hold them in a vulnerable and specific way. And to say that we have done that in the past 20 years, both locally, on a state level, and nationally, is no easy feat. So I am honored to be a part of this legacy. I am filled with hope and filled with greatness, and my heart is very full to know that I'm a part of Joanne's dream. I'm a part of a dream that Black girls are fulfilling day to day, and we are moving on the horizon together to freedom and liberation. So congratulations, GGE. Happy 20th anniversary.